Good morning, everyone. Coming to different agriculture MCQs for different exams. First one is, which stage of water erosion is rill erosion? The answer is third stage. First stage is splash erosion. Second stage is sheet erosion. Third stage is rill erosion. Fourth stage is gully erosion. Gully erosion is the advanced stage, whereas in sheet erosion, the topmost fertile layer is washed away. So farmers should be aware of this erosion, which will be done unnoticingly. The third stage is rill erosion. It is the intermediate between sheet erosion and gully erosion. Reclamation of saline soils requires. The answer is flooding. Flooding is used for reclamation of saline soils. Along with flooding, leaching also used for reclamation of saline soils. Whereas application of gypsum is especially for alkaline soils or sodic soils. Nitrate compounds intensify the salinity, so they are not required in case of reclamation of saline soils. For reclamation of saline soils, the answer is flooding and leaching. Major source of negative charge in lead clay mineral is. The answer is silicon and aluminum. Silicon and aluminum are the major source of negative in clay mineral. CEC value in milliequivalent per centimole per 100 gram of loamy soil is. The answer for this is CEC for loamy soil is varying between 5 to 15. So the appropriate answer will be 10 to 15. 3 to 5 is for sandy soil. 20 to 50 is for some clay loam soil. 50 to 100 is for clay soil. This is for clay soil. So the for loamy soil it is varying between 10 to 15. N fixation in legume crop is negatively impacted by acidic pH, low nitrates, high rate of photosynthesis, both B and C. The answer is both acidic pH and low nitrates. Both influence the nitrogen fixation in negative way. Acidic pH, what does it create? It creates or impairs the activity of molybdenum, increases aluminum toxicity. So because of this, nitrogen fixation will be impaired. And along with this, rhizobial bacteria will be malfunctioning under acidic pH. If the bacteria does not produce root hairs and Ostoria to penetrate into the roots and form nodules for nitrogen fixation, automatically nitrogen fixation will be reduced. So in acidic pH, this functioning of bacteria will be hampered. And low nitrates. The presence of low nitrates also hampers nitrogen fixation because initially nitrates are essential for the plant to sustain and grow. If there are no nitrates in the soil, then automatically there is no formation of nodules and there will automatic impairment of nitrogen fixation. Form of nitrogen lost through denitrification is. The answer is nitrogen oxide and nitrogen, whereas ammonia is lost through the process of volatilization. In denitrification, it is nitrous oxide and nitrogen. Which of the following instrument types is an example for active remote sensing? And the answer is radar. Infrared thermometer and spectroradiometer are passive in nature. There are passive. Radar is active remote sensing. Unit of instantaneous solar irradiance. The answer is watt per meter square. This is for solar radiance. This is for energy. This is for amount of heat received per means energy per unit time. So the correct option is watt per meter square for solar irradiance. And for solar radiance, third option. Electromagnetic wavelength region corresponding to near infrared rays. The answer is 0.7 to 1.3 micrometers. Which of the following statement is not correct? The answer is NIR band reflectance in vegetative canopy is majorly influenced by leaf pigment. This is not correct. Actually, NIR reflectance is primarily influenced by internal cellular structure of a plant or a cell, spongy tissue or a mesophyll tissue, and also canopy architecture, not by leaf pigments like chlorophyll and carotenoids. It is influenced by the canopy architecture and internal cellular structure, whereas leaf shows low reflectance in visible and more in near infrared wavelength region. This is also correct. Chlorophyll strongly absorbs visible light for photosynthesis, leading to low reflectance. Okay, that is so the answer is NIR band reflectance. This is not by leaf pigments. This is majorly by canopy architecture. Which of the following characteristics of plant does not influence microwave backscatters? The answer is plant pigment. Pigment does not influence microwave backscatters. What do you mean by backscatters? For a microwave sensor, send out radio signals or radar signals. These signals measure how much energy bounce back. That bounce back is called as backscattering. It is not influenced by plant pigments. They are chlorophyll. They absorb visible wavelength. So they does not influence any they does not influence about backscatters of microwave. Whereas plant height and plant row direction influence microwave backscatters. Refractive index of water is 1.33. What will be the speed of light meter per second in water? Refractive index N of a medium is related to the speed of light by the formula N is equal to C by V. C is speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. V is equal to speed of light in water, that we have to find, meter per second. N is equal to refractive index of water. He has given 1.33 or 4 by 3. If you calculate, the answer will be 2.25 into 10 to the power of 8. What percentage of observations are included in range of mu plus or minus 2 sigma in normal distribution, where mu stands for mean, sigma stands for standard deviation? Here the range is given is mu plus or minus 2 sigma. So the answer is 95%. If mu plus or minus 1 sigma, then it is 68%, mu 1 sigma. If it is mu plus or minus 3 sigma, then it is 99%. So he has given mu plus or minus 2 sigma normal distribution. The answer is 95%. What will be the effect of longer photoperiod on floral initiation of cotton crop? The answer will be, since cotton crop is a day neutral crop, there will be no influence of photoperiod, so no effect. If the traditional cotton crop is a short day plant, if it is a short day plant, then the answer will be flowering will be delayed. This will be the answer. If it is short day plant, if it is day neutral variety, then it is no effect. Eutrophication of surface water bodies occurs due to enrichment of nutrients such as. So the answer is nitrogen and phosphorus. So the correct option is option C. Both nitrogen and phosphorus are causing eutrophication. Means because of the eutrophication, there will be buildup of excess algal blooms. So because of that, water bodies are completely filled with algae. Why they are building up? Because of the presence of excess nutrients of nitrogen and phosphorus. So the answer is third option, both nitrogen and phosphorus. Calcium is actually used to reduce the algal bloom. It doesn't cause eutrophication. Which of the following is required for computing growing degree days for crops? The answer is base temperature. For growing degree days, the formula is T max plus T minimum T minimum divided by 2 minus base temperature. This base temperature will be varying from crop to crop, and mostly it will be in and around 8 to 10 degrees. For wheat crop it is 4.5, and for rice crop it is 10, for maize crop it is 10. So the base temperature is required for measuring growing degree days. What is the cropping intensity of monocropping system? The answer is 100%. Cropping intensity formula is Total sown area divided by net sown area into 100. If you calculate for monocropping, it will come around 100%. What is true about dryland farming? In dryland farming, where the annual rainfall will be between 750 to 1150 mm. This is correct answer. And the growing season is less than 200 days. It is also correct. The second option, higher evapotranspiration than total precipitation. This is also correct. The answer for this is all of the above. In dryland farming, where there will be uh, rainfall varying from 750 mm to 1150 mm, and it is usually an agriculture practice in arid and semi-arid regions. So the farmers has to rely on rainfall for its irrigation purpose. So they have to follow water management techniques like water harvesting and soil conservation techniques like soil contouring, farm ponds, etc. All these techniques should be followed in order to facilitate crop growth by using the water which is received through rainfall. So all these options are correct regarding dryland farming. If this is less than 750 mm, then it is called as dry farming. If it is greater than 1150 mm, it is called as rainfed farming. In rainfed farming, where the growing season will be greater than 200 days and drainage facility should be compulsory present. And in case of dryland farming, you have to have dryland facility when there is more rainfall. Sometimes there is a burst of rainfall in those conditions. So this is the answer for dryland farming. In universal soil loss equation, y is equal to RKLSCP, K stands for. The answer is soil erodibility factor. K stands for soil erodibility factor. R stands for rainfall erosivity index. L stands for slope length factor. S stands for slope gradient. C stands for crop management factor. P stands for conservation practices. Hulling percentage of rice is, it is generally greater than 60%. It will be varying from variety to variety and generally between 65 to 75% or 60 to 75%. The formula for hulling rice is weight of brown rice divided by weight of paddy or unhusked rice into 100. This gives hulling percentage. It will be varying from 60 to 75 percentage. What is the critical stage of irrigation in rice? The answer is booting stage. Booting stage is the critical stage in rice crop. Here the pegging is in case of groundnut, grand growth in case of sugarcane, and CRI stage, ground root initiation stage in case of wheat crop. It is around 21 to 25 days. Pegging starts nearly about 50 days or 30 to 45 days. Grand growth phase is about 120 to 145 days. In booting stage is the critical growth period in case of rice. Along with this, panicle initiation stage, grain filling stage, and tiller formation stage is also critical in case of rice crop. Male inflorescence in maize crop is termed as, the answer is tassel. Silk is female inflorescence in case of maize crop. Spike generally it is unbranched indeterminate stem where you will find ratches. Generally you term it in case of wheat crop, and arrow in case of sugarcane. So male inflorescence in case of maize is tassel. Which legume crop is used for gum manufacturing? The answer is Gaur plant. Cowpea and lathyrus are basically generally used for traditional legume crops used for food purpose and for animal feed purpose, whereas Gaur crop is generally used in manufacturing of gum. It contains galactomannan gum, also commonly called as Gaur gum, which is helped in this gum manufacturing. They are used as a emulsifiers, cosmetic industries and other industries. So the Gaur scientific name is Cymopsis tetragonaloba, which is also called as cluster bean. So the legume crop which is used in gum manufacturing is Gaur crop, that is Cymopsis tetragonaloba. Which of the following crops contain aflatoxin? The answer is groundnut. Groundnut contains aflatoxins, whereas mustard contains glucosinolates and erucic acid, which are harmful. Sorghum contains hessian, dhurine compound. So sorghum before 45 days is not recommendable for animal feed because of this compound. Soybean contains trypsin inhibitors. So the aflatoxins are majorly present in groundnut crop.